Okay, we're going to review our sight words, and then we're going to learn our last few capital letters. Okay, so we're almost done with capital letters. So we have been learning lots of new sight words last week and this week, so I want to go over them before we do our practice activity we're going to do. Okay, so you're going to read the words and then follow the arrows to either stand up or sit down when you need to. Okay?
Sight words.
What's this say?
Sight words.
All right.
One word. All. Out. To. Our. From. Once. A. Where. To. Funny. The. Blue. So. When. Yellow. Why. Back. Look. No. R. I. Little. And go. Help. Mine. Had. One. Still. Must. His. Hand. Pick. Three. Pink. Up. Spell. It. Small. We. Six. Red. Jump. Am. Yes. 10. Tell. At. Much. Well. Bring. Wet. With. Sing. Wish. Then. Will. With. That. Add. Ask. And. Stop. Wish. Down. Back. On. What? Of. Miss.
All right, good job. The better that you are reading those sight words and those tricky words, the better reader you're going to be, able to read faster and read more each time you read, okay? So that's why it's so important to be able to read words quickly and read words as soon as you see them like that, so that when we see them in our story that we're going to read today, you'll be able to read through those a lot quicker. All right? All right, the second part of our lesson is working on capital letters. And we've been working on capital letters for a couple of weeks now. And we've gone through most of our school year and we are just now focusing on the capital letters. We've been focusing on lowercase so far. That's because most of the time we use lowercase, right? Who can tell me one time when we use a capital letter? Kendrick.
On the start of a month.
So starting a name of a month. So if you write a name, you start that name with a capital letter. It could be a name of a person or a name of a place or a name of a month. Let's see. Molly, when else did we start or use a capital? When we use the word I, like we're talking about ourselves, the I as a word is always a capital. Nora? Starting a sentence. So these are the 3 times we use a capital. In a name, starting a sentence, or using the word I when we talk about ourselves. So that's why we're just now talking about capitals. We've really been focusing much more on lowercase because we see lowercase and we use lowercase a lot more. Now we've learned all of our capital letters except 3. We've got 3 more left to learn today. So I'm going to show you.
The X, Y, and Z.
Yep, our last 3. Our last 3, X, Y, and Z. That kind of rhymes. Well, very good. Okay, so the X, we've already learned the lowercase x, right? We've got a diagonal to the left and then a diagonal to the right. So there's the lowercase x. Well, the good thing is the capital X looks just like that.
But it's bigger.
But it's bigger, right? So instead of going just to the dotted line, we're actually going to go all the way up to the top with our diagonal and diagonal. So it's exactly the same. It's just a little bit bigger, Joelle, right? So here's our capital X. Okay, what comes after X?
Y.
Y. We've already learned the lowercase y. Hold on just a second. We've got a short diagonal, starts at the dotted line and goes to the bottom. Then you've got another diagonal, but it doesn't stop here. It gets to go all the way down. Well, when we do our capital Y, we do the same diagonal, except we start at the top and we go to the dotted line. We go diagonal to the right, diagonal to the left, and instead of going another diagonal, we're actually going to go down. No, this one's the capital. This one's the capital, or the uppercase. This one's the one we already knew, the lowercase. And the last one is what?
Z.
Z. Let's start with the lowercase. We're going across the dotted line, diagonal to the left, and then across again. When we do the capital, guess what? It's just like the lowercase, only what?
Bigger.
It's bigger. You're going all the way up to the top. Going across the top, diagonal to the left, and across the bottom. So these two are the same. This one is a little bit different. It's pretty close, but it's a little bit different. But we notice that our capitals, these 3 start at the top. All capital letters go all the way to the top. Most lowercase letters start down here. There are a few exceptions there. Okay, so we're going to do our practice page next, and we're going to be practicing our capital letters and our sight words that we just worked on. So we're going to be doing both of those together on our practice page today, putting those together, okay? Yes. Ooh, which one? When. When can the cat drink milk? So circle the word when and then write it in the blank. Which one is the word when? Which one? Joelle wants to know which one is the word when. Can somebody tell him? How do you spell when? Tell him how to spell it, Kendrick.
W-H-E.
All right, now have a seat. W-H-E-N. You need to circle it and write it in the blank.
I just did across like this.
Okay. Okay, I need somebody to read me the 2 words on number 2 and then read the sentence to us. Molly.
Which?
Why? and which. All right, can you read the sentence to us? Blank bus will stop at the gift shop. Would that be why bus will stop at the gift shop? Or which bus will stop at the gift shop? Which? Which word says which?
The next one.
The one on the right. W-H-I-C-H. Itch. So circle it and then write it on the line. 3.
Blank is
Pam's.
best pal Tess.
All right. Blank is Pam's best pal, Tess. Would you say when is Pam's best pal, Tess? Or where is Pam's best pal, Tess?
Where?
Where? Which one says where? The one on the right. Where? Where? Like the number 1. What does the second one say? Once. All right, so trace each letter twice. Write each letter twice. Trace each tricky word once. And then write it once. Look, I even used the word in the directions. Okay. This story is called The Tent. So I'm going to call on some people to come up and read a sentence or two at a time. And this story is very interesting because the bottom part of this page actually has a song. So, let's see. Someone who has not had a chance to read yet. Amara, come start us off on the first sentence. You want to come up here? Okay. Ooh, that was that new tricky word we learned yesterday. It's kind of like the number 1.
Once Zach Dad got the
Kid, and I'll put the S on the end.
Kid a tent.
Very good. So what did their dad get them?
A tent.
A tent. Okay, Liliana, come read sentence. Come read numbers, sentence 2 and 3. Good and loud.
Zach and Ann set up the tent. Then Zach kids sang a song.
Oh, stop right there. Okay, so after they set up the tent, what did they do?
They sang a song.
Sang a song. Who wants to try to do the song? Zariah, do you want to try to do the song? All right. This whole section right here is the song. But it kind of repeats. So let's start right here, and you can do this part of the song, okay?
Okay.
Can you kind of read it like a song?
This big tent is it is the best. This is
Oh, very close. All right, this big tent, it is the best.
It The tent, the best.
Okay, and then one more time. Look, it's just repeating. This big tent, it is the best, is the best.
Is the best.
Good. Can you all say that with me? This big tent, it is the best, is the best, is the best. Ooh, why'd you say it like that at the end?
Because I say it's the best.
What made you say it loud like that? Why did you said it really loud. Why'd you say it loud?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Because there's
Kendrick, why did she sing it so loud like that at the end?
Because there's an exclamation point.
Because there's an exclamation point. So when she got to the end, she said, is the best. Because this means you're singing it with a louder voice, right? So do you think they're angry, excited, scared?
Excited.
Excited. Who wants to finish the song for us? Kendrick, since you answered the question.
This big tent is, wait. This big tent, it is the best. Yes, it is the best.
Good job. Do you want to sing the whole thing together?
Yeah.
Okay. This big tent, it is the best, is the best, is the best. This big tent, it is the best. Yes, it's the best. Good job. All right, let's see. So how do you think they're feeling about their tent?
Happy and excited.
Happy, excited.
Everything.
Uh-oh. Oh, let's see. Molly, can you come up here and read it so we can hear you really good?
The kids had fun in the tent.
All right, you can stop right there. So everything's going good, right? They're excited. They're having fun. All right. James.
But then a big wind it hit the tent.
Do this one right here, too.
Flop.
All right, so everything was going. Ooh, I like the exclamation. Good. Everything was going good, and then what happened?
Flop.
Flop. What made the tent go flop?
The wind.
The wind. All right, who wants to read the last sentence? William?
The tent fell on Zach and
All right, so what happened to the tent?
They had a wait. It fell on them.
It fell on them. They're not so happy and excited anymore, are they?
No.
Let's see. Oh, no. It's just getting worse. All right. Who has not had a turn to read that would like to read? Mia. Can you read just the first sentence?
Then Zach felt a drop.
Oh, very close. Try again that last word.
Drip.
Drip. So what did Zach feel?
A drip.
A drip. All right. Who would like to read the next part? Nora, come up here. I want you to read these two right here.
Drip, drop, drip, drop. Splash, 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 splash.
Okay, try these again with the I.
Splish, splash, splish, splash. I thought those two were L's.
They're a lot alike. We just have to look at the vowel, right? So what kind of words are those?
I didn't even see the eyes.
What kind of words are those? Does anybody know? You can say it if you know it. It's a real big word. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. So they're making, those words are making the sounds, right? Drip, drip, drop, drop, splish, splash. What sounds are those making? The sounds of the what? The sounds of the rain. Somebody said it. Molly, good job. They're making the sounds of the rain. All right, who else would like to read? Sebastian? This sentence is kind of short, so do you want to read these two? All right, come up here.
Zach and got wet. The kids set the tent back up.
Good job. So after they got all wet, what did they do?
They set it back up.
They had to set it back up again.
In the rain.
In the rain.
Wow. And the freezing cold.
Oh no, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Oh, who has not had a turn to read that wants a turn? Ari, can you read sentence? Can you do sentence 1 and 2? Because they're kind of short. Okay. Ants. Say good and loud.
Got in and bit Zach. Slug got on
Good. So now they got the tent put back up, and now what happened?
ants got all over them.
Ants and bugs are getting in there now. So their little tent experience is just getting worse and worse, isn't it? All right. Who has not had a turn to read that wants a turn? Mary. Can you read this sentence starting right here? Come up here where you can see good. We can hear you good. That's that new tricky word we just learned yesterday.
Once
Good.
the ants and slug got in that
Another tricky word. Was.
it
Okay. Who can raise their hand and tell me, what do you think they mean when they said, once the ant and slug got in, that was it? What does that mean? That was it.
like they're going
Oh,
inside.
Oh,
They're going inside.
like that's it. I've had enough, right? That is it. All right, who wants to read the last one? Who has not had a turn? Has everybody had a turn that wants a turn? Do you want a turn? All right, come up here. She had a turn. She started us off.
Where are we?
Right here at the end.
Zach and ran farm.
not form. I see what you did, but switch those around. Say the sounds out loud if it helps. From.
The tent.
All right, so what did they do at the end?
They ran away from the tent.
They ran away. So they weren't so happy and excited anymore, were they?
No.
No. All right, that's the end. All right, yes, you can sit down. Okay, now we're going to answer some questions about our story, okay? Do you guys have time to stay for the questions? Or, I mean, I don't want to, keep, dragging on and on. All right. Who wants to read number 1? Question number 1 and the answers. Molly. All right, where did Zach and Ann get the tent? Can you read the 3 choices for us? Dad? All right. Did they get it from a shop, from the shed, or from Dad?
From Dad.
From Dad. So color that bubble beside the one that says from Dad. They got their tent from Dad. All right. Does somebody want to read number 2? James. Okay. What hit the tent? Who knows the answer? Amara, what hit the tent? Do you remember? The wind. Can you write the answer in the blank? The wind. What hit the tent, Levi? Okay, can you write that on your paper?
Hold on, why did you miss the wind? And rain and the
Well, you can write whatever you want.
I'm going to make one nice.
Okay, go for it. Just do it quickly. All right, what hit the wind? What hit the tent?
Wind.
Wind. Can you write that? Okay, that says wind. Wind. Oh, you don't need a space. Just write it at the end. Wind. There you go. The wind. Okay, this says wind. Can you change it to wind? Wind, and it started raining. Wow. Some people are writing even extra than just the one word. Oh, Nora's using adjectives. She said the big, strong wind hit the tent. So she's even adding in some describing words. All right, I'll give you 1 more minute to finish up.
I have to erase a lot now.
You don't have to erase it. And then the rain. That's fine. That's good. Oh, no, that's fine. All right, go ahead and flip your page to number 3. And I need somebody to read the question and the answers. Liliana. Oh, you're not even on the right page. Let's flip over to number 3.
But I haven't finished my work yet.
All right, Liliana, can you read number 3?
Right here. Right here.
Yes, read the question. Read the question first.
What got in the tent?
All right, now read the choices. What got in the tent?
Red ants and a slug, a fish and a frog, a dog and a cat.
All right, so the question was, what got in the tent? Red ants and a slug, a fish and a frog, a dog and a cat. Which one? Who can tell me the answer? Sebastian?
Fish.
A fish got in the tent in the story? What got in the tent in the story we read? The ants and the slugs. The ants and the slug. There wasn't anything in our story about a fish, was there? All right, color the bubble beside the red ants and the slug. Yep. All right, when you're done, flip the page to number, well, I guess it would be number 4. There's not a number. All right, you get to draw your favorite part of the story and then write a sentence about it. Draw your favorite part of the story and write a sentence about it.
I'm just drawing first instead of writing first now.
Okay. Go.
Please don't turn off this screen.
Huh?
I went in
Oh, when he said, I've had enough. Color your picture. Yeah, that was funny. I felt like that before in my life. Like, that's it. All right, Mia, write your sentence about what. Okay, can you read to me what you wrote?
There's the bugs on them.
He's got the bugs on him. What did you write? What did you write?
He said, I've had enough of it.
So after the bugs got in, he said, I've had enough. That's it. It fell on Zach and Ann.
They didn't like it and everything.
All right, what's your favorite part? When they were happy? What's yours say?
I like when they were happy.
So you guys liked the beginning when they were happy.
Yeah.
I think they liked that part too.
Yeah, because they're singing. I like that part.
Yeah, the singing.